Alright, what's going on, you guys? It's Royce Jacob. Welcome back to the channel. In this video, I want to talk to you about why I believe crypto-related equities are about to make a comeback in a big way. As all of you know, the cryptocurrency market itself has been absolutely ripping lately, but equities within the stock market have been lagging. So as we dive into the charts, I will explain to you guys my rationale behind why I do think that these crypto-related equities, some of our favorite stocks in the entire market, are about to play catch up. And once they do, they will be catching up in a very, very big way. So let's get into it. As always, we'll quickly go over a few of the names we're going to be covering today, and then we'll dive into each one individually. In front of us, TradingView, where we will talk technicals, price action, and price targets on the following names today in this order going down the watch list. Kicking it off, of course, with the king, talking Bitcoin, one of the wildest assets. The technicals on Bitcoin are so crazy right now, but I will do my best to dictate what I'm seeing on the charts for you guys and try to talk you through some of my logic here. So we'll kick it off with Bitcoin, especially because right after that, we will be diving into Bitcoin miners, Riot blockchain, and Marathon Digital. So Riot and Mara, as you guys can see here on the watch list, I do have ETH and Doge up. We're not going to be looking at either of those on the chart today, but those kind of do play into my fundamental argument as to why I do believe that over the span of the next week or so, we could start seeing some of the capital flow from players like ETH and Doge and just the cryptocurrency market itself flow into crypto-related equities that once again have not been keeping up with the crypto market. So I will talk to you guys a little bit more as we dive into the charts once again about why I do believe that will be the case. But again, in terms of charts, after BTC, we'll hop into the Bitcoin miners, Riot blockchain, Marathon patent group, and then close it out with the space plays, the OTC, the over-the-counter plays, which this little D right here on the watch list does signify. So Currency Works and Alternate Systems, or CWRK and ALYI, both bouncing beautifully today, definitely outperforming the rest of the sector. So very excited to dive into both of those. As many of you know, if you guys have been watching for a while, if you're part of the Waves fam, you would know that those are two of my favorite stocks in the entire market. And as far as upside is concerned, those two definitely have a lot of potential. So excited to talk price action as always. Before we do though, I will ask you guys as always to please give the video a like if you do go on to gain value from it today, or if you are trading or invested in any of the stocks or names we're talking about. Subscribe to the channel if you're new around here, want to catch more content like this. Always pumping out content, whether it's red or green. I always love making content for you guys and talking about the good times and the bad, because they're all important in the journey that is trading and investing. So subscribe to the channel if you want to join the Waves fam, and if you really want to join the Waves fam for real, check out the Complete Portfolio daily newsletter. First link down in the description. This is a complete breakdown of my entire portfolio that I do update every single trading day during market hours, and with every update, I do also send out an email newsletter explaining my thoughts. So this is a complete breakdown. All my call options, put options, stock positions, crypto positions. And the market has been crazy, you guys. It's been a very wild ride, but I do want you guys through this, not to copy me, but to learn from my success, learn from my mistakes, almost more importantly, my mistakes, so you don't have to experience them yourself, hopefully. But again, this is a complete breakdown of my entire portfolio based on percentages of the overall portfolio. I update it every single trading day and then send out an email newsletter rationalizing my trades for you guys, explaining to you guys why I'm trading, when I'm trading, what I'm trading, throwing in some charts with price targets to like during real time if you guys don't want to wait till later in the day when I usually post these. It's in Hawaii, so it's a little tough. But if you guys want real-time updates from me, Complete Portfolio daily newsletter, first link down in the description. 15 bucks a month really means a lot if you guys check that out. But if not, as always, no worries at all. And also, I got to plug this every once in a while. The Waves Discord, it's been fun in here. We are doing a live chat. So all the lives I will ever do, I'm saving for the Discord family. We're doing one on Sunday. So after either right before or right after I record the Sunday Stock Watch, the episode of Sunday Stock Watch, I will be doing a live Q&A with you guys, just talking shop prior to the week. Getting excited, hopefully getting excited. And yeah, just talking about whatever, like even if it's not about the markets, literally whatever you guys want to talk about. So that's always fun. Do hop in there every trading day at 2 p.m. Hawaii time if you guys want to just ask me questions just in the chat itself. But again, if you guys want to check this out, if you guys really, really want to join the Waves fam for real, I'm not saying you're not a part of the Waves fam if you guys don't do this. I appreciate all you guys for giving me your attention and just engaging here. But if you guys want to take that next step, if you guys want that kind of direct line of contact to me at all, again, this link will also be down in the description. So appreciate that also. Housekeeping out of the way. Let's dive into these charts. So Bitcoin, looking, again, you guys, Bitcoin is so crazy. The technicals almost aren't even. like relevant right now, because after we did break this, so you can see here, if you guys have been following along over the past few days, keeping an eye on the Bitcoin chart for yourself, you would know that Bitcoin did break out of this nice ascending channel, rising wedge, whatever you call it, like wedgie channel, a few days ago on the 3rd, broke down, set a lower low on the current short-term uptrend right here after we broke this purple line right here that signified a lower low, dipped below it. But this is kind of what I was expecting as well, and this is what you have to look out for. Bull traps and bear traps in this current, in 2021 specifically, are more prevalent than at any time I've ever seen throughout my trading career. And it's only been like 7 years, but in those 7 years, this is the most bull trappy, kind of most, you can almost say, manipulated by big money and the whales, because there's more than ever. So I guess it makes sense. But you guys gotta watch out for the bull traps and bear traps. All traders saw this. We broke a lower high, or a lower low, I'm sorry, on the short-term uptrend, broke out of the ascending channel, which is very bearish, came down. But what I was thinking here is this: you see this purple line right here, you could almost say that this counts as a high. So high, low, higher high, you could, like, discounting this low right here, higher high, higher low. So on the more medium-term uptrend, you could almost dictate this, because it did not fall below this purple line right here, as a higher low. Okay, so that's what I'm thinking. Right now, we are printing a pretty textbook little bull flag right here. If we go to the hourly, you guys can see this. We'll hop back to the 4 hour after as we dive into all of these. But bull flag, again, right here, you guys can see this parabolic move up followed by this descending triangle. I assume very, very soon, probably by tonight, probably by the time this is uploaded, this will resolve itself to the upside. Bull flag again, parabolic move up, descending triangle will resolve itself very, very soon. Just looking at this. Sorry, I don't have it drawn out, but I know you guys at this point, if you guys know what a bull flag is, you guys see exactly what I'm seeing. So hop back to the 4 hour. Ultimate price target for Bitcoin over the short term is going to be about 62.5. The reason for that is because I do believe that the line of support on this previous ascending channel that Bitcoin did break really broke down. Once it broke, that will act as new resistance. TA 101, you guys know the drill there. So I do believe that previous support on this ascending channel will act as new resistance. If this happens by May 7th, which looks pretty organic to me, just kind of eyeballing the chart, intuitively eyeballing this chart, guessing when we might see this move up, I do think this could happen May 7th. If that does happen, that would take us to about a 62.5. This would also come very, very close. So actually, if we extend this to align perfectly with this cyan line, with this blue line right here, that's actually a very, very strong long-term trend line for Bitcoin. That would happen May 8th, and that would take us to about a 63.3 Bitcoin. Okay, so that actually makes a little more sense to me, especially considering Bitcoin's slow in the shadow. I mean, Bitcoin's always going to be king. Its market cap is still significantly greater than the rest of altcoins by far, even Ethereum, which is in second place. But again, it's still being overshadowed by plays like ETH, Doge, Link, EOS, up 30% today. It feels so great to see that. So shout out to you guys if you've been holding EOS, and shout out to the Waves fan. That's been a part of the portfolio for a long time. But again, this does play in. We're seeing these correct right now. Although these charts did just cycle about 2 hours ago as I'm recording this, I do believe that capital will slowly start to flow out of altcoins into crypto equity plays, and that's just kind of my primary fundamental argument for why I do think that, especially considering Robinhood is the #1 downloaded app on the App Store right now, you guys. The reason for that, I think you guys all know what it is because Doge is ripping. The one place you can buy Doge, obviously not the one place, but the most easily accessible place to invest in Doge is Robinhood. And when you're on Robinhood, especially if you're involved in the crypto sector, Riot Mara have been ripping. Everyone was trading those a couple months ago, including us. Made a lot of money there. But as Doge has been ripping, capital is flowing out of very, very popular names on Robinhood, like Riot and Mara, into plays like Doge. So once this Doge bubble pops, and I'm sorry to all you Doge doggies out there, the Doge kings out there, congrats to you because you've made a bag. But once capital does flow out of Doge and ETH, which it inevitably will at some point, I'm guessing prior to Saturday, because that's when Elon goes on, the Doge father, I think there will be a pretty significant correction either tomorrow or Friday, because that's when the smart money is going to leave. They know, like, buy the hype, sell the news. Probably the most classic case if this does play out, which I'm feeling pretty confident it will. Of course, you guys, this is my opinion, this is my speculation. But I would guess Thursday or Friday, the smart money, which is going to be the majority of the whales and the large capital allocators within the Dogecoin trade, will sell on either Thursday or Friday in anticipation of the Doge father, Elon, being on SNL on Saturday. Okay, so Doge, once these do correct, once capital flows out of plays like ETH, Doge, etc., or even just Doge primarily on Robinhood, it will flow back into promising plays like Riot Mara. So that's Bitcoin. Again, May 8th, May 7th, May 8th, whenever, May 7th, $63,000 Bitcoin is going to be my price target short term. All right, let's dive into Riot blockchain. Important now, before I forget, Riot announces earnings on May 10th. We will go over next week prior to May 10th an article that I do think is going to be important to look at, just kind of diving into the financials behind Riot, what people are thinking about their earnings, what analysts are expecting from their earnings. Me personally, following Riot for such a long time, being so bullish on Riot. I'll actually probably, because I haven't made that solo updated Riot analysis video in 2021 yet. Next week, I guess next week, Monday, shoot. Is Monday the 9th? I think Monday might be the 9th. So next Monday, I will make that solo analysis video on Riot, talk about the upcoming earnings, because I'm very, very bullish on Riot going into earnings on May 10th, okay? So keep a close eye out on that. Riot, from a technical perspective, playing out the most massive bull flag I've ever seen. Riot is finding such strong support. Shout out to the Waves fam today. Just picked up a fat bag of Riot. I hope, I don't hope you guys, I did my best to rationalize why I picked up Riot today. So I hope if you guys did, please let me know down below. Waves fam, portfolio fam, Discord guys, let me know down below if you guys did pick up some Riot today. But huge bull flag. Probably the biggest bull flag I've ever seen. Again, parabolic move up at the beginning of February. Waves fam was eating A5 Wagyu every single night back here. Since then, calls have been diminishing a little bit because we have been going sideways. Pretty much held, I mean, this isn't even steady, but up and down, so volatile, creating this massive bull flag. So again, bull flag, parabolic move up, followed by descending triangle. This is a massive descending triangle, you guys. We're finding very strong support where we're currently at like 35, 36 bucks. And I'm very, very comfortable personally buying Riot right here. You can see the 4-hour Stokes did just curl up. Blue crossed over red. Very bullish on the 4-hour when you're talking about medium-term time frames. That's why I always personally look at the 4-hour charts. You guys know that. Okay, so, I mean, Riot, pretty easy call here. I do think that the first area of resistance, once we bounce up, which I think is likely to happen over the coming days in all honesty, the first target, if we hit this, let's say May 10th, just because that's when earnings is, I do think Riot will do very well by May 10th. So May 10th is going to be, if we test the line of resistance on the downtrend again, February 17th, Riot's all-time high at just under $80. Touch point here, strong touch point. I do think it's likely that this line of resistance will come to play. All traders are eyeballing this. And first price target for Riot is going to be about $52. May 10th, May 11th. Granted, they impress on earnings, which I think is likely, considering Riot has seen such a considerable correction from its high, like 50% correction from its high to where it's at right now at about 36 bucks. Okay, so I do think that over 50%, sorry. So I do think Riot, again, first price target, May 11th, just where my cursor is falling, where I drew that price target just intuitively, once again, $52. After that, if we break 52 bucks, the next price target is going to be up here, say May 19th, B-Day, May 19th. I feel like a goof for shouting that, but May 19th, obviously that number is at the top of my mind for obvious reasons, but May 19th, if we just happen to play out, we'll just say May 18th. That would take us to just, actually May 19th, because that would take us to an even 60. So May 18th, May 19th, if we do test the previous line of support as a new resistance, which is the next very, very obvious line of resistance, trend line that will come into play in my eyes. If that does happen, May 19th, that would take us to exactly a $60 Riot blockchain. So let's call it. That would be an amazing birthday gift if we do see the $60 Riot blockchain on May 19th. So again, 36 bucks, that's almost a 2x. That's like an 80%, 85% increase from where we're currently at. Very, very promising trade. And again, newsletter fam, get ready for some potential calls. I will let you guys know what calls I'm picking up, just as I did today, and that will likely increase. Okay, so that's Riot. Mara looking a little sketchier than Riot. I do think that, considering Mara did outperform Riot significantly, as we've been saying, you guys, if you guys have been following the journey of the Bitcoin miners saga that is Riot and Mara, the king and the queen, you would know that for a long time, Riot outperformed Mara significantly. And it was only a matter of time, in my opinion, just watching both these stocks literally every day for the past year or so, as we've been talking about them on the YouTube channel, as I've been trading them in my portfolio. They do play catch up. So Mara, over the course of the past month or so, over like April, over the month of April, really outperformed Riot. And I do think that Riot is a far more appealing trade, both technically and fundamentally right now, for that reason specifically, on top of earnings coming up very soon. Mara, I do still think will pop. We'll see some nice upside, but as far as like the percentage gain, the multiple on Mara, I do think Riot is a far more appealing trade from an asymmetric risk profile than Mara right now. Okay, so Mara price target, if we do come up May 10th, May 11th, because obviously if Riot does well, Mara will follow in their footsteps at least a little bit. I think Mara will come up to at least test the previous line of support that was broken. Old support, very strong support, proving itself as new resistance over the course of this. Again, you can see it's been trying so hard to get above. It's broken above this line of resistance a few times, but actually not even closed a 4 hour above it, which is personally, you guys would know this, a 4 hour closure above a trend line is my personal kind of cue as to a technical reversal. A daily candle is that much better, and I would actually prefer a daily candle, but a 4 hour closure makes me that much more bullish on a potential short to medium term reversal. Okay, so let's see this play out. If this does play out by, say, May 10th. So May 10th is actually going to be, there we go, May 10th is going to be Monday. So shoot, Riot actually announces earnings on Monday. I guess that's pretty perfect because that will time out. So I will release the Riot blockchain video on Monday then. Okay, so May 10th, if we do test previous resistance and like new, so current resistance on the short-term downtrend and what I expect to be new resistance proving itself as resistance on a very old strong line of support. If those coincide, that would be May 7th. So maybe Friday. I wouldn't be surprised at all, honestly, if this Friday, May 7th, we see it pop up to about 40 bucks, which is still, I mean, $6. You're looking at a significant gain, okay? So like 15-20% gain right there. I do think that's very possible, especially considering, again, Bitcoin's looking strong right now. I do think that capital will start to flow out of the cryptocurrency market, specifically Doge, into other big exciting names in Robinhood, like Riot Blockchain and Marathon Patent Group, okay? Or Marathon Digital, sorry, I'm still stuck on Marathon Patent Group, okay? Marathon Digital, much better name. So, price target for Mara short term is going to be about 40 bucks. If we can break this, then you know what? Sky's the limit. If Bitcoin keeps ripping, maybe Bitcoin makes its way to 80K. Mara could see by the end of, I mean, this is kind of a stretch, but this is a very strong trend line. Let's just say by mid-June, if all goes accordingly, we could see $110 Mara, which would be very exciting. That's very optimistic, but we've seen crazier things happen, you guys. You would know that if you've been trading these stocks at all. Okay, so let's close it out with the space plays that are CurrencyWorks and alternate systems. So CurrencyWorks is currently in a nice, we'll start short and then we'll zoom out and talk about my ultimate price target. So short-term CurrencyWorks is seeing a little pullback. Yesterday, it actually bottomed out, tested overall support perfectly. Love to see that. Did break out of the channel, but did not close a 4 hour below it, which I really like to see. 4 hour Stokes curling up. Love to see that as well. Volumes picking back up a little bit, still a little low. I want to see more volume, especially considering CurrencyWorks market cap is so small at what is currently 94 million, so sub $100 million market cap. Very impressive. I love small market cap plays because it takes less capital inflow to the stock, to this company, to appreciate the individual share price. So the upside potential here is huge if it does start to rip. If CurrencyWorks can break through the descending channel short term, very short term, tomorrow, I do think it's very likely that CurrencyWorks at least comes to test the top side of the current descending channel beginning April 27th. That would take us to tomorrow about $1.95. If we can break $2 by the end of this week, that would mean that we are in a short-term technical breakout, and I do believe that we will ultimately be on our way by June 1st. So May 25th, let's extend this out to June 1st. Conservative price target, because I'm discounting these absolute highs. So conservative price target by June 1st is going to be $5.10. So I think it's very likely, you guys. Again, if everything that I just said kind of plays out, if capital does start flowing out of the actual cryptocurrency market into crypto-related stocks, which have been seeing some carnage over the past month or so, I do think it's very likely that we could see our favorite equities in the entire market start to rip again. And again, these moves, if they do happen, will be very impressive, in my opinion at least. And always know, you guys, my money's on what my mouth. My money's where my mouth is. I don't know why the heck that just happened. Okay, so again, price target for CWRK. If we can break $2 by the end of this week, I'm buying a fat bag of CWRK. You guys will know that for a fact if you guys are part of the newsletter Discord. But just right now, just intuitively, you guys, always draw these trend lines on your own charts. Get in TradingView, draw these trend lines for yourself. If I can do it, you can definitely do it. So do it for yourself, especially if you're trying to actively trade these, all right? So price target, end of month price target for CWRK, $5. Let's get it. Close it out with the Mars rover, the Mars mission that is alternate system. So alternate is looking promising. As you can see here, same thing. The 4 hour Stokes are crossing back up. I love to see that from, again, a swing trading short to medium term time horizon perspective. ALYI, unfortunately, I thought it was going to play out this bull flag. A good testament to the fact that although bull flags, I would say like 70 to 80% of the time do resolve themselves to the upside, hence the name of the bull flag, it's all a game of odds. And if I can get a 70 to 80% odds on my side, I'll take that bet every single time. That's what trading is about, is playing your odds, weighing out your odds. And sometimes you lose, and that's just the game, and that's okay. But the more you persist, the more you play rationally, the more you stick to what you know, ultimately that will pay off. It's paid off many times before. It's, again, you mess up sometimes, but that's okay. It's all about the long run, especially with ALYI. Alternate systems currently sitting with a market cap of $6 million. Now, I don't know what to even believe on this. I've seen some, I don't know what the actual float of this stock is. So how many shares are actually outstanding in this stock? I've seen 1 billion. I've seen 100 million, but I don't know what's right. So, I mean, I'm trying to figure this out, you guys, but regardless, this has a very, very small market cap, and it's very likely to be that, again, granted, they have one of the most amazing visions I've ever experienced. I just said this in the newsletter today, you guys. The reason I keep you guys posted on ALYI on a day-to-day basis is because it's such a big trade. It's done us so well. It's been doing us dirty over the past couple of months, but we started talking about it at 2 cents, so still over 2x our money if you guys happened to get in when I got in. But again, you guys, I've been accumulating this whole way because ALYI's vision, the expansion, expanding EV, the EV ecosystem, electric motorcycles into Africa, sub-Saharan Africa, the emerging market that is Africa, the future Wakanda, okay, Wakanda from Black Panther. I do think Africa is going to look like that. They're lacking now. They do need some help, but that's exactly where players like ALYI come into play. What they're doing is huge. Going to Africa, where the majority of the vehicles in Africa are two-wheeled vehicles. Across the world, if you're fortunate enough to live in the US, that doesn't make sense. But in Africa, most people ride motorcycles, and they're tackling the EV motorcycle, the Revolt motorcycle. If you guys watch that, the Modus bike, sick bike, and they're expanding these into Africa. They already have orders coming up in July. That's going to be huge. So I do think summer's going to be massive for alternate systems. Right now, it's looking a little slow. It's just waiting to get volume back. We are seeing volume slowly start to simmer back, especially consider, like, what do you compare it to right here? So we're seeing a little bit of volume come back. I need to see more volume, again, especially because it's such a small market cap stock. But ultimately, you guys, the reason I keep you guys posted on ALYI on a day-to-day basis is because it's a big part of the Waves family. I know a lot of you guys are very excited and very invested in this, like I am. But in all honesty, you guys, the day-to-day price action does not mean much to me. Honestly, technicals don't even mean that much to me either. They are significant, of course. They're important. They're equally as important as the fundamentals sometimes, especially in this market. But in the long run, I don't doubt the fact that ALYI at some point this year, probably July, if they actually execute on these orders, if they expand their orders, if they expand their operations, if they do what they've been doing, exactly what they've been doing, making tangible progress on a consistent basis, I have no reason not to believe that ALYI can reach at least 50 cents over the course of 2021. So from a technical perspective, if we do break out, the first level I'm looking at is right here at 10 cents. If we can break 11 cents, if we can break 11 cents, this high right here, that would signal to me that would make me very, very confident in the fact that we're ultimately on our way to new yearly highs around 25 cents if this happens by June. So again, you guys, because ALYI has such a small market cap, if we see enough volume, if we see enough interest in the stock, it's very, very easy for this thing to go parabolic. We saw back here, this thing went from where we're currently at on February 3rd at 5 cents to a 4x to 20 cents in 5 days. So that just shows how fast this thing can move. And ALYI, kind of tough to say fast, has been making progress. They're making way. And again, I think it's only a matter of time. If everything goes accordingly, again, you guys, maybe we're a little slow. Short term, I forgot to mention this start just because I'm so excited. I do think that this low right here that was just set does signal a higher low on the reversal. So high, low, hopefully we set a higher high. If we can break this high, short term, very short term, if we can break 7 cents, that will signal to me that we're probably on our way to test this area over here at like 10, 11 cents. If we can break 11 cents, next price target is going to be over here, June 1st. That would take us to 18 cents. If we can break back into this ascending channel right here, next price target, let's extend this out just a little bit. By mid-June, June 15th, is going to be about 27 cents, so 27.5 cents, all right? So, again, you guys, we're playing this day by day, but realistically, and I will keep you guys posted on ALYI, of course, again, because it's a very, very strong part of the Waves fam. The Waves fam is a strong part of ALYI. I know that for a fact. And, yeah, but just understand, you guys, I'm definitely playing diamond hands with this, and I'm really excited about the potential of ALYI over the course of the next few months, 6 months, year, 2 years, 5 years. Like, this thing is the retirement account in a single trade, in my opinion, at least. Okay, so please let me know down below what your favorite play of those that we talk about today, what you hold the biggest bag of. Always love talking shop with you guys. Always love learning from you guys. And until next time, always remember, take action, make waves. Peace.